I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning to hopefully go to Yorkshire until this happened on real-time trains. That's right, the scrap move for the class 455/8s for Severn is back on the system. Now, if you didn't see my video when I went to Swindon, it was unsuccessful to capture them because these are the last two class 455/8s for Severn that are in existence. They cancelled the path because I think there was a problem with the locomotive. They tried another locomotive, but it was unsuccessful. However, though, it's back on the system for the 16th of August 2022, a day after my birthday, and hopefully we should be able to get it in Wales today because that's where I'm heading to. We're going to South Wales, visiting two railway stations, Severn Tunnel Junction and Newport South Wales, and hopefully get the scrap move at Newport South Wales. So to get down there, we've got to get a train. So I'm waiting for the 0823 West Midlands Railway Service, which will take us to Birmingham New Street. So we're now just leaving Rugeley Town railway station. I am SimOnTrains. Let the journey begin.
We are now approaching Worcester.
I'll explain why I'm getting on the Trainspotter with Snow Hill. Well, let me just get my breath back first. So I'm now passing the disused station of Smedic West. Now, you want to know why I was huffing and puffing at Birmingham Snow Hill and really had a sweat on me? It's because I had to leg it from getting a McDonald's at Birmingham New Street to catch the 0939 at Snow Hill. I had about 9 minutes to catch it. Now, there's a reason why, because my original plan was to get the 0950 from Birmingham New Street to Worcester Foregate Street. That train's cancelled between Birmingham New Street and Worcester Foregate Street. There was some signalling issue in the Ledbury area. However, though, there's a reason why I've got to get a train either from Birmingham to Worcester or Birmingham Snow Hill to Worcester. It's because I split ticketed. Now, I split ticketed at two different railway stations that I'm not planning to stop at today, but the trains do stop there. Droitwich Spa and Patchway. However, though, there's also another reason why I'm on this train, the 0939 to Worcester Foregate Street. It's because I've got to get there for the 1051 to Warminster to get off at Filton Abbey Wood. So it's a bit of a tight to get this train, so hopefully I'll just be in time at Worcester to catch the other train. I never thought to say this, but the Snow Hill lines actually saved the day. We haven't got to the first station yet and it's already a chaotic journey. But anyway, we have made it to Worcester Foregate Street Station. We are waiting for the 1053 Great Western Railway service to Warminster. Now, this service used to be the Great Malvern to Brighton service, the one that I raced back in May from Great Malvern to Worthing. Unfortunately, though, that ceased and cut back to Warminster. which is a shame really. But it's running about 8 minutes late. It was supposed to due in at 10:53. It's due at about 11 o'clock now. Hopefully the connection at Filton Abbey Wood's not too bad, and that I can still make the train to Severn Junction. Anyway, let's board this train now and head to Filton Abbey Wood. So we're now at Ashchurch for Tewkesbury, and now for something completely different. Yes, that was TicoSprinter that just went by.
That was something completely different. There he is. It's Simon. It's Simon. I'm on camera. So we just left Filton Abbey Wood station. Now the good news is I managed to catch this train. I arrived at Filton Abbey Wood at 12:35, this came in at 12:38. It was running 4 minutes late, which is brilliant. The better news is the Southern Class 455/8 scrap move is running. 6901 is hauling it, so we'll be getting this scrap move today. You could say it's good news, but it's also bad news. Anyway, we're on this train now to Severn Junction, our first location. We have now made to the first station, Severn Junction. I arrived here about 1 o'clock. So I travelled from about 8:20 in the morning to 1 o'clock. It's amazing, is it? But anyway, this station opened on the 1st December 1886. And the last time I was here, wasn't even electrified. That's how long ago it was. Anyway, we've only got like 53 minutes here to film some trains before we move on to Newport, South Wales. So Severn Junction actually has 4 platforms. The platforms right behind me here go under the Severn Tunnel towards Pilning and Patchway and onto Bristol. On this side though, this side takes you to Gloucester by Midland. Unfortunately, like I did in the last video, there is no cross-country services going to Cardiff Central. They're terminated at Gloucester because of improvement work between Gloucester and Midland. However though, there is some Transport for Wales services that are running between Midland and Cardiff. So we might get a Transport for Wales service on that platform, but most of the traffic is going to be on this side, I'm afraid. Which is easier, but we're not going to get the full experience of Severn Tunnel Junction. So what's pulling into Severn Tunnel Junction right now is a Class 170 Turbo Star. You might just see it in the distance right there. Now what we just saw was a Class 321 Stadler Flirt, and that will be replacing the Class 170 Turbo Stars on like the Gloucester or Cheltenham to Cardiff or Maesteg services. So these will be transferred to another region soon, which will be a shame, but unfortunately life moves on. Honestly, it has been fun here at Severn Tunnel Junction, and wish I could stay here a bit longer, to be honest. I wish I could get the 455/8 drag here, but the plan is to get it at Newport South Wales today. So we are going to head there next. We are waiting for the 1351 Great Western Railway service, which will take us to Newport South Wales, which carries on to Cardiff Central. But it's about 4 minutes late, so it's due here at 13:55. However though, there is a Cardiff to Portsmouth Harbour train to pass through as well, so we may just get that, we may not. So let's see how that plays out and then move on to Newport South Wales. So I'm now at Newport Station, but there's something that's massively confusing me. Platform 2 and 3 is closed, but there's people on platform 2 and 3. Which is the island platform would film at Newport anyway. So trains are only running on platform 1 and platform 4. That's a bit of a... what the hell kind of thing. I don't think I could do Newport properly. Well, I could. Well, I've got to go down the other end for it. But I'm going to miss the Cross Keys terminators. So now down at the bottom end of platform 1, and honestly I hate it already. This is why I prefer platform 2 and platform 3. Don't get me wrong, the view down here is alright, you can still see the trains, you just won't get the cross key terminators, and sometimes you won't see them coming in advance. And especially with that last IET, that Class 800 that came to platform 1, a 10 coach train, it bowled me out of freight train. And honestly, I don't know why those people on platform 2 and 3, because technically they're not supposed to be there, according to the staff. I had a quick chat with the staff about it, because I was wondering if I could get on there myself, but apparently they're not allowed on there, to be honest. So I'm going to play it safe, stay on platform 1, and just film the trains here. hopefully they don't bowl me out this scrap move. So apparently it gets better and better. Apparently I'm not supposed to be down that bottom edge of the platform. I'm not allowed to pass this point here. There's supposed to be a sign here, but what sign? So technically I can't film at Newport. However though, we will stay for the 455 scrap move and just get out as soon as I can. But this is honestly ridiculous, please. I don't want to get bowled. So we've got those two Southern Class 455 EMUs, 455-804 and 455-819. And those are the last two Class 455/8 for Severn. And we've got them with a Class 69 leading, heading to Newport Docks. Before we go into Platform 4, there is a unit to arrive, which is a certain favourite of somebody's. So we're going to film her leaving, and then make our way to Platform 4 to get out of Newport. I'm going to get out of Newport now. Unfortunately by train to Hereford, so I'm going to catch the Holyhead train, because if you remember I do actually have a ticket from Patchway to Droitwich Spa, which allows me to go by Newport. So I'm actually going to Hereford to change trains to get back to Droitwich Spa and on to Birmingham, on to Rugeley that way. Unfortunately it's a bit late, it's due in at 15:49. I might miss the connection at Hereford, but we'll see how it goes.
Wrexham, Chester, Shotton, Midland,
So we made it to Hereford. Unfortunately we arrived 3 minutes late and I've missed the train to Birmingham. So I'm stuck in Hereford now for an hour. Luckily it's this part of the journey and not going to get the 455/8 which could jeopardise it. So I don't mind if it's this part of the journey, but it's annoying. Unfortunately it's just one of those things. Next train's at 17:39. I should really stop running. Anyway, on the 1910 now to Rugeley Valley.
all passengers are required to step off the train. I will check in a few moments' time as to when the next service will be coming through here.
Unfortunately now we're stuck at Cambridge Parkway. Why do I have a feeling this is going to be a big blog now? There apparently some overhead wire problems, but I did notice there was an empty stock move sitting at Bescott Stadium Station on track C. So I don't know what's going to happen now, but It's just been one of those days, has it? Really, just been one of those days. Anyway, we're just, like I said, stuck at Cambridge Parkway at the moment to see what happens. So we're now back on the train. Apparently the overhead problem has been rectified. And it just feels like one of those days, has it? So this train was supposed to terminate at Cambridge Parkway, so now go back to Rugeley Town. Can't make it up. I'll be honest with you, the tiredness is now getting to me. I've been up since 5 this morning, it's gone 8 o'clock in the evening, and I think I'm ready for bed, to be honest, even though it's too early for bed. But let's reflect on today's journey. It's been a right farce, it's been adventurous, it's been entertaining, it's all the above, to be honest. But one thing that I went for, and we got it, was the class 455/8 scrap move. We got those units that I should have got in Swindon. I got them in Newport South Wales, and that was the last station before they ended up branching off the South Wales main line to head to their final resting place. We also did Severn Junction as well, which was brilliant to go to. I have been there for ages and did enjoy that more than I did at Newport, because Newport, it was just, you just couldn't film. They're telling you, I'm not going to get into it, I think you've seen it yourselves anyway. Plus, like I said, it has really been one of those days. There's been train cancellations, there's been missed connections, and there's been a train that got cancelled then reinstated at Cambridge Parkway. And like I said, it's been all the above today, but it has really been enjoyable. And why do we do these? Because we just enjoy seeing trains. That's being honest with you. Right, I'm gonna go now because I am really tired. So feel free to give this a thumbs up, help spread the video. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to leave this video a comment on how the day went on like I said, I'm really tired. Anyway, just give this a comment. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I will see you on the rails pretty soon for the railway journey when I go to Yorkshire. See ya.